Actually made his first one-handed backy last night, 12 years old. Anyone doing one-handed backies at 12 years old? Philip Costa was. Yes, Philip Costa was. He did a double at 13. Spoke to Carlos. He wants to do a double at 12. He's got till February next year to see if he can supersede Philip Costa. The race is on. We've got Thomas on Facebook saying, do you think the young guns will surprise us with any new moves? You never know. They might take off, get into a completely wrong shape and then pull something off. You never know, but I would have said not. It's not an easy place to invent new moves unless it's kind of a crazy kamikaze move like we saw from Ricardo Campello yesterday, nearly doing the forward loop into airspock and then decided it's possible. If anyone could do that move, it's Ricardo Campello. So the boys heading out. It's going to be mostly about jumps. Obviously a tacker or some sort of wave 360 might get you through, but it's probably going to be about jumps out there today. Plenty of breeze. The young guys are on 3.2s, 2.8s. Actually, I guess they're on must be 2.8s. It's pretty breezy. Windsurfing Western Australia is tuned in. Not surprised with Justina Shaddy up in the top two. Obviously they'll be claiming as their own soon. Oh, rocket from Mark on the inside. Mark Alonso, Canaria. Thought we were going to have Goito Estrado in the studio. Did just see him, he was quite keen, but he's obviously got distracted. Hayata goes down the back loop. It's so windy out there today. Although we do have the door open. How's that? Oh! Oh! Nearly split the kipper there from Carlos Kiefer with that crazy tacker attempt. Just 1 foot coming out. Nearly wrapped himself around the mast. Oh, nice forward out the back from Hayata from Japan. We're going to get updates from head judge Duncan Coombs, hopefully through that nice forward loop from Bjorna Tobias, forward loop from Carlos Kiefer. These two really are pushing themselves Obviously, Tobias sails up in Clipmuller, Handstone. So there's not so many young guys pushing up there, and you don't get the consistent wind. So, oh, it's a massive forward from Carlos Keeper. A little bit endo, though. Not ideal. Got Val Erzin on the inside. There he is, from Slovenia. Bit of a ripper. Proper sender on a freestyle board as well. I'm going to see him in Furta next week. Not seeing Pepe Cruz out there. Anyone see Pepe? Oh, there's a big old forward from Val, I think it was. It's getting a little bit of a cheese on it. Anyone see Pepe Cruz? Is he down the bunker? Pepe Cruz in this? Do we know? No sign. Oh, here he is. There's Pepe Cruz on the yellow sail, green board. I was going to say, it's a shame if he was missing out. There we go, back loop from Hayata. He's going to sail away. So back loop from the Japanese rider. Although still in the water, so maybe he didn't land it. Judges are going to be looking for landing, but they're going to want the kids to send it. That's what we want to see. Pushing the limit. Chris says, how am I meant to bloody work with these young rippers? Yeah, I mean, you got to watch these guys. They are, seriously, 12, 13, 14 years old. It is blowing its little titties off, I tell you. It is howling out there. I'd probably be on a 3-4. They're on 2-8s or something like that, 2-2s or something crazy. And they are sending it. There we go. Big old rocket from Val. And this is Pepe Cruz. Wants the goiter. Oh, just goes off the screen. He said he's been working on the goiter. I'm like, well, okay. Well, we'll be watching. Got Diego tuning in. So we have finished. If you are tuning in and you missed yesterday, I would definitely 100% say watch it back live, I guess, on the live stream, livestream.com. It is well worth it. It was extreme yesterday. Some of the best heats I've seen here in Pozo. Some of the biggest showdowns. I mean, even the battle for the podium, you know, when you see, you don't get much bigger in this windsurfing world than Victor Fernandez and Philip Costa. And they went head to head in that first heat to just get into third place. And that heat was crazy. Oh, big bail there. Okay, so we've had a forward from all the boys so far. Carlos, Tobias, Hayata and Guillo. So that's how it is. Waiting for one of them to stick a backy. We know they've all got it. Carlos definitely with that yellow helmet going out. He's got a good ramp. Here's the backy. One-handed backy attempt. Big rocket air from Val. So he landed his first one-handed backy last night. Carlos Kiefer Quintana, his sister, 5th in the world at 14 years old in 2019. And with what is going to be Tenerife next, she is going to cause some more upsets, no doubt about it, because she is a proper ripper on the wave. And Tenerife is definitely a more riding orientated place. She does about one trip there a month, and when I asked her this morning about if she liked it, the smile on her face pretty much says it all. So if I was one of the top girls in the top 5 right now, I'd be slightly worried, because she could cause a few bigger upsets, if that's even possible. Here we go, Val down the bottom end, massive. Oh God, went for the big old table. We've got Carlos Kiefer heading out in the middle of your screens, yellow helmet. He wants that backy, doesn't he? Probably wants the one-handed backy. Can't wait for that push loop competition we got coming up later. It's not going to be on the live stream, but on all good windsurfing channels. There we go. There's the backy. Oh, Tobias, go on, son. holding it on for Denmark, the Viking. This is Gasparini about to take off, and the crowd went wild, but we missed it. Gutted. So, who's going to land the first back loop? Who's winning? Any guesses? Backy from Carlos. He's going to stick it. He might be just got the leading move. Back loop from Carlos. Come in. Can anyone hear me? Miguel on the inside.
Prices, I know, just brought you a bit of paper with the scores on it.
Scores a bit far-fetched. It just says F, 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 F.
Sounds very useful. Yeah, sorry, that was the order of the highest being Carlos at the top, but he's just got a backy, so that's bigger than his forward score. So just repeat that. The names were in the list of highest forwards in order. We've got 5 judges, so I'm not going to tabulate every score.
Okay, copy that. Be good just to know who's leading. But okay, so Carlos leading at the moment with that last back loop we saw. Then we got Tobias with the forward loop. Hayata just behind him with a bit of a lower forward loop. And then at the moment it's Gasparini in 4th place. So that is the list we've got going on at the moment. I think we've got about halfway through this heat. It's a big super session, 25 minutes long. Under 15s, boys, all out there ripping it up. The youngest age out there, 12 years old. And we've got to give a big shout out to Mr. Spindler. Yeah, the young Spindler. We thought it was a no-show in that first heat, but it turns out he actually had a nasty crash on his first move. And he's messed his foot up a little bit. I think he's broke one of the metatarsals in it. So we're going to, hopefully he's out there watching. And if he is, we're going to give him a big shout out and a speedy recovery, because I, for one, definitely know what injuries are like, and they suck. They suck, especially with all this live stream and action you've got going on. You're there watching it and you've got your foot up on the table or on the sofa, and it's kind of nice to watch it, but at the same time you're like, oh, I want to be out there. So, yeah, we're going to give a big shout out to him. And like I said, big speedy recovery. Let's hope he can get back on the water as soon as possible. If he's watching, maybe send us a message. Give us a message on Facebook. Let us know you're out there. Some good rockets going down at the moment. Oh, nice. Oh, nice forward from Val there. Doesn't quite get the landing. Yeah, here we got an update. Yeah, it's Luca Spindler, obviously. Like I say, Monty Spindler's son. Monty Spindler, main guy behind the Loft Sales Designs. Obviously did ART in the past. Obviously knows what he's doing. Imagine having a dad like that. Epic. So Luca, second metatarsal in his foot is what he broke. So, like I say, could be a little bit of time off the water. This is Tobias Bjorner, one of the sons of pretty famous windsurfer, Mads Bjorne. Been Danish champion a lot of times, obviously competed on the world tour a lot. We actually used, I think, that sail in the heats last year, or a 3.0 or a 2.8 or something. And Mads is not a small fella, so that just goes to show how windy it probably was. Oh, nice turn from Val. Slovenian. So we've probably got just over, or just under 10 minutes left in this heat, or about 10 minutes left. I think that back loop still leading from Carlos, and there he is, speak of him, just coming out the left hand side with the yellow helmet. We've got Tobias Bjorne, he's got a back loop on him. We've seen some actually better landed back loops in the training. Oh, there we go. That was Pepe Cruz just popping out a little forward. This is Carlos heading out on the red and blue sail, middle of your picture. Has he got a ramp? Looks like he's got a ramp. Oh, lovely tabletop from Gasparini. Mini Gasparini, obviously. Raimundo Gasparini, obviously another famous dad, windsurfing dad, with his son in this competition. Mark just going down on the inside. Tarifa, local. Is there any kids out there? Do kids have Facebook these days? It's probably for old people, isn't it? Facebook now. Probably don't have Facebook. Are we going to have to Snapchat everything? Or am I just getting old? Don't even know how to use it. Andy Laufer's tuned in, getting some tips from the young kids. Very noisy in the box today. Proper wind. It's Miguel. I'm sure we're going to see a bit from Miguel in the future. Only 12 years old, or maybe even one of the youngest in this competition. This is Val coming in, another 12-year-old. I mean, to be ripping this hard at 12, just a great side Oz. He just goes down that wave ride. Mark Alonso, oh, he's always taking the hand off. Nice tabletop. Got a good bit of extension on the table there. Ripping it up there. Just going down off the picture. This is going out. Not going to get any waves though by the looks of it. No, just tacking back round. Oh, big old crash from Alonso. Oh, that looked nasty. We got Felix saying judges need 10 eyes to follow the action. Yeah, it's always the same with this expression session. It's a bit of fun, you know. You can't treat it too seriously because it is really hard for the judges. There's 5 judges and they are really trying to just get everything down. But I know what it's like when you're trying to judge expression session. Very difficult. But they're doing a pretty good job by the looks of it so far. Forward loop from Gasparini. Mini Gasparini. We've got Alan saying the kids are ripping. They mean, you want to get inspired. Come down to Pozo when this comp's on. 12 years old. One-handed back loops, forward loops, tabletops. They've got everything. I mean, I wasn't even wave sailing until I was in the 20s. A bit of a head start. Lovely to see though. Nice bottom turn from Val. Nice top turn as well. Just goes off the back. Okay, so we've got about 3 minutes, 3 minutes 30 left on the clock. And it looks like Carlos still leading. Tobias in second. Hayata's in second. Okay, so Hayata's moved up. The Japanese rider. Still time left though. 3 minutes on the clock. So 3 minutes left. Could all change. Carlos Kiefer, Quintana on the yellow helmet. Hayata on the inside to try and steal the win. Oh, just gets blown off downwind. These are the two leaders. Second place for Hayata on that RRD sail. Carlos Kiefer leading, 12 years old, in an under 15s category. There he is, Hayata, second place. Can he bust out the back loop? He's looking. He might have found a ramp down there. Here he goes. The young fella wants the back. He doesn't get it. He's on a 40-litre board, Hayata, little custom board. Looks like a surfboard with a mast track in it. So small. 2 minutes on the clock as someone goes down pretty hard on that wave. And this is Tobias Bjorner to try and steal it. 2 minutes to go. Oh, just getting blown off downwind. Might get a ramp here, Tobias. Can he get the back loop? He's been close. No. So much breeze for these young fellas. We've got Chris Granger out there. Says my daughter is 5 years old. When should I get her into windsurfing? Well, going on these kids, I reckon you better get a move on. Oh, lovely forward from Val. Slovenian. Pushing up the level, 12 years old. 12 years old. I mean, are you kidding? So good. And they've all got even the right equipment for these nuclear conditions. To have the right equipment is just so cool. I remember I had a 250 long New Waves custom waveboard with an extra mast track put in on the back, just so I could get, because back in the day when I started, the mast tracks were really at the front, so I had an extra one put in, but it was still probably a lot of more litres. I need a hell of a lot more litres than these little boards. So to have 60 litre, 55 litre waveboard, 40 litre Hayata, I mean, must be just epic. Here we go. Tobias Bjorner. Oh, go on. Just going off the screen. We've got 30 seconds to go. Can someone snatch the end? Tobias. Alonso, tabletop. Go back wide. There's a few more coming out. Oh, there's another tabletop. 15 seconds. Are we going to see a latch ditch double? It wouldn't surprise me. Cheers, Felix. I don't know about an Oscar, though. I say, I've said it to everyone, I'm a big fan of windsurfing, so for me, I do kind of like this stuff anyway. I don't really get bored of it, because you never know what's going to happen. Obviously, some heat's better than others, but watching the kids rip, I mean, my life, they are just proper senders. Say, really good little push loop challenge coming up. Stay tuned. So there we go. That's the end of the heat. I don't know if the results have changed, but I don't